Like we might be live. Let's give it a thumbs up. Hello and welcome. Welcome once again if you're new here. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to do some intention setting and breath work. So I hope you're having a great morning, afternoon. I'm just going to give it a couple moments so everything shows up as we go live. A little bit of background noise. I'm attempting to, you gotta just go with whatever's going on today. I would like you to have a chair, so make sure you have a chair without arms for our practice. So something sturdy that we can sit in, and that's gonna be what we're gonna use for our stretches this morning. We're gonna come into a seated position. And from there, we will go into our breath work. We're going to pull a card from the Work Your Light Oracle card by Rebecca Campbell, see what the message is from our divine guide for this weekend, and get right into it. And as we get started here, I want to mention that one of my other businesses, I am the co-founder of Don't Get Hacked. Actually, I have a bachelor's of science in computer information systems, and we are an international company that is focused on making sure your information and all your data and everything is secured and backed up. What is very interesting, and I've mentioned drilled when we were in school, was 3 backups for essentially fire, flood, theft, and then our don't really understand how important their information is until they lose it. And then they're crying, they'll spend what they've destroyed. So make sure you've got everything in place. That is what I co-founder. We are an international company. I am not sponsored because it is my own business. I don't get paid for it. But I thought I'd let you guys know. The information is in the description box. So I do yoga and tech because you got to get that balance, right? Well, let's get started. Let's find out what our message is for today from the Divine Guides. The puppies are still around, so you might see them come by. For this beautiful Saturday, maybe it's Saturday night where you are, or maybe it's Saturday morning or afternoon. Let's find out what our message is from our Divine Guides. So what would they like us to think about as we go into this final weekend of September? You know, it's a very interesting time. As of, I believe, tomorrow, the 29th, we're supposed to have the up with our moon. There's nothing suspicious at all. Nothing like we might be being checked in by something from outside of this realm. But what do the guides want us to know as we go forward? Pillar of Light. So this, as I mentioned, is the Work Your Light cards by Rebecca Campbell. And the message is Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So that is the message for today. Pillar of Light. You are the oracle. I feel like that is completely appropriate for what I told about the mini moon. If you do follow my channel, I did do a reading on it, and it was all what the divine guides are saying about it is that this is a really great time for us to level up. We are being advanced as a species on whole, as a whole. There you go. I'm just okay. And oh, what do the puppies have here? You're pulling out my cards. Chaos ensues because the puppies have found my cards now, right? Ah, good days. Even if I attempt to control every aspect of this environment, there's always something. The dog's eating my cards. So there we go. And our message is that we are the oracle, we are the pillar of light. So with keeping that in mind, that we are the pillar of light, let's get ourselves centered with our breath work and into our intention for the practice this morning, afternoon, evening. So as always, we're going to take a beautiful deep breath in. Let your feet be planted gently onto the floor, making sure your heels are right over or under the knees. We're sitting tall. Let's imagine someone's lengthening our torso, or bring our shoulders up towards our ears, and then let the breath go as we exhale, letting the breath gently go. Let's take another beautiful deep breath in. I always recommend, imagine we can feel the front, the sides, the back of the body expand with that beautiful inhale. And then as we exhale, letting ourselves get centered and open for this beautiful day. With each inhale, we're bringing in that beautiful light. Exhale, we're letting go of our focus to be present with our breath, our intention, and our movement. If it is important and there's some other thought, we'll pick it up after we're done. One more deep breath in, feel the entire torso expand. And let that go. Keep the eyes closed. I recommend having your eyes gently closed. And let's set our intention. What do we want to create today? Maybe that we want to send some love to somebody. Maybe we want to be abundant, prosperous, healed within ourselves. Whatever it is that we want, maybe it's something we've already dealt with before and we're continuing to work on. Maybe it's something new. We take that deep breath in, see it in our mind's eye, whatever it is we want to create. And then as we exhale, let's make it into a positive I am statement. So this is as if it's already completed. We've already accomplished it. It is already there. So I am in perfect health. I am prosperous and abundant. I am connected to the divine. Whatever it is, let's bring it into an I am statement in our mind's eye. And if you can add the word gratitude, wonderful. I am grateful for my divine health. I am grateful for my family. So as we've perfected our I am grateful statement today, let's see it come across our mind's eye from the left side to the right. Let's see it come across our mind's eye. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am grateful. And with that last time, just setting that love and that intention that we are grateful for whatever it is that we are creating in our lives. And we let it go. Because remember, we are the pillars of life. Our vibration is rising. We are our own oracles. Taking the next breath in, keeping with this beautiful relaxed state, let's reach those arms overhead, bringing the arms towards the sky. And then as we exhale, bringing them to heart center. This boy is pretty sharp bitey. Taking that exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Let's take another deep breath in. Reach those arms once again overhead. And exhale, letting them come back to heart center. Go get your bros. Go get your bros. Yeah, there you go. One last time. Deep breath in, reaching those arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Let's continue getting some movement into our body this morning, keeping the thumbs at heart center. We're going to gently twist over to the left. Start to twist over to the left. Start to gaze over the shoulder. Keep those seated bones grounded. Yeah, that was the puppies knocking over my phone. As I said, you got to be ready for anything, and legitimately, life is fun when you've got puppies and kids and people and everybody wants attention, and then, you know, we're just gonna knock over the camera. Well, there you go. Let's continue. Let's take another deep breath in. Let's bring those hands to heart center, and we're gonna twist to the right. Deep breath in, and then as we exhale, twisting over to the right, let the gaze start to follow. And inhale back through center. Next breath, breathing in deeply, bring those hands to the sky. And let's come into a forward fold. So gently let the torso come over the thighs. Let everything go as we gently hang our head chin to chest. Release. On the inhale, hands on the shins or thighs as we gently come up just a bit. And let the breath slowly go. Arms out to a T, keep the chin tucked. Let's bring ourselves back up through to seated. And reach those arms overhead, hands back to heart center. Let's do that again. Another beautiful deep breath in, bringing those arms overhead. Exhale, let ourselves forward fold. With the exhale, release, letting everything go. As we inhale, breathe in that intention. I am grateful for my health, or whatever it is, your gratitude statement. Breathe it in, see those words come in. And then as we exhale, let it go. On the next breath, bringing those arms forward, use those core muscles, keep the chin tucked as we slowly come up. And let those hands touch, hands back to heart center. Once again, breathing in, reach those arms overhead. Exhale, let ourselves forward fold. We're gonna add a twist here. We're gonna keep our right hand on our right leg. Maybe it's on the right foot, the right shin, right thigh, wherever we can reach. We're gonna open up that left arm, maybe out to a T. If we can reach even further, you're welcome to start to reach towards the sky. Deep breath in here. And exhale, letting everything go. Bring yourselves back to our forward fold. Let that left hand land on the foot, the shin, the thigh, wherever it can reach. Right arm out to a T, deep breath in. And as we exhale, maybe we can make that other arm start to go towards the sky, feeling that stretch and that elongation. Another beautiful deep breath in. And exhale, release. On the next breath, let's slowly bring ourselves back up through to seated, and let's do a couple of cat and cows to warm up the spine. So hands on the thighs, start to bring the chest forward, the back of the head and the tailbone, imagining they can touch, feel that stretch into the front of the body. And then as we exhale, round the spine, the chin to chest. Another beautiful deep breath in. Feel the stretch into the belly, really exaggerate. And then as we exhale, rounding the spine, letting the breath go. Once again, another beautiful deep breath in. And exhale, round that spine. Imagine someone squeezing out all that air, releasing. Coming back up to our seated, let's practice getting out of our chair without using our hands. So if you have any shoes on or slippers, make sure you put them off to the side. Make sure your feet are grounded, spread those toes wide. We're gonna bring our hands across our chest. And if you want a little bit of extra weight, pick up a dog. Hold them, ground those feet, start to bring the weight forward, make sure your feet are sturdy and stable, and when you're feeling strong, bring yourself up. Oh yes. Coming into our standing. Give the puppy a little bit of love, because that's what he wants. Everybody wants attention. And then gently put him down. Now from here, let's bring our arms towards the sky, and we're gonna sit back into our chair. So the chair is right behind us. Start to bring the weight back. Feel the legs do all the work, and then once we're right onto the chair, release. Coming back into our seated. We'll do that 2 more times, just to get those legs nice and strong. Arms out to a T, start to bring the weight forward, make sure those feet are grounded, and again, follow your own self, because if it doesn't feel good, stay here. If it feels good and those legs are strong, start to come out of the chair into our standing, reach the arms overhead, and then we'll bring those arms back out to a T, and coming back to our chair, slowly releasing. We want to be able to see the toes the entire time. Let's bring our hands at heart center. We'll do that one last time, bringing the weight forward. Feel those feet grounded. Come into that standing position, reaching those, or lengthening the legs, and then coming back to the chair, sitting back, knees over the heels. We want to be able to lift those toes as we gently come back into seated. Perfect. Let's continue opening up into the hips. We're going to do our side lunge today. So what we want to do, we're going to move our legs so we're on to the right side of our chair. Knees are pointing off to the right. That's why we don't want any handles. We're going to get our right arm. We're going to open it up and grab the back far left part of our chair. The right hand is in, or the left hand's in front, lengthening. We're going to start to get our chest towards the back of the chair. So as we inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, start to twist towards the back of the chair. You can start to gaze over our breath in. And then as we exhale, gently unwind back through center. We can use that right hand to hold on to the chair if you need to. We're going to start to scooch, keeping the right glute on the chair. The left glute starts to come off. We're going to start to tuck our toes under, so to bring that knee towards the floor. So the knee is pointing towards the floor, the back toes are tucked. Right here, we want to start to feel a stretch into the hip flexor. This is enough, perfect. We have that beautiful stretch here. We can use the left arm and start to reach towards the sky. If you want to go a little deeper, you can always scooch those toes back further, lengthening the left leg. Whatever feels good. Let's feel that deep breath in. And then as we exhale, we're going to start to lean towards the back of our chair. So start to lean towards the back of the chair. Start with a beautiful expansion into the hips, into the obliques, the side of the body. Inhale. Then use those core muscles as we gently come back up. Release that arm. We'll gently bring that leg forward. Bring the glutes to the chair. Take a moment, and let's do that on the other side. So we'll walk ourselves over to the left side. Left arm comes and grabs the far right side. The right hand grabs the front part. Lengthen. Exhale, twist. Gazing to the back of the chair. Deep breath in. Bringing in that divine light. Let's internally repeat our I am grateful phrase. I am grateful for my divine connection. I'm grateful for my health. And then as we exhale, gently unwind. Keeping the left hand on the chair, we'll scooch to get that right glute off. Keep that right foot grounded. We'll start to bring that left knee towards the floor. Again, it may not be fully pointing to the floor. Maybe it's pointing forward, and you can feel that stretch. Perfect. If you can get the knee towards the ground, wonderful. If you want to scoot that leg further back, you're welcome to do that as well. So once we're here, we're feeling that stretch into the hip flexor. If you want, let's reach that right arm towards the sky. Deep breath in, starting to feel that elongation. And if it feels good, we're starting to lean towards the back of the chair. That beautiful stretch through the obliques, through the side of the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, leaning a little bit more. Imagine we've got a little more space. We're going to take one more breath. You are a pillar of light. Breathe in that beautiful light. And then use those core muscles as we come back up. Gently release. We'll start to bring both glutes back to the chair, walking ourselves back through to centered, to centered, to center. Perfect. Take a moment. Notice how that feels. Walk it out. Let's continue with our legs. So we're going to do a seated figure 4 here. So again, making sure we've got a little bit of space between the back of the chair and our torso. We're going to bring our right foot. So the first level of this, the right foot comes across and in front of the left. So it doesn't look like that much. That's okay. Feels good. We're going to start to feel that into the hips. Maybe we can bring it up and get that leg on top of the thigh. So just kind of find wherever it feels appropriate. The toes, of course, can stay on the floor, or we're bringing that leg up on top. If you have a second chair, you can also put that in front of you and have that leg on the chair. So this is our seated figure 4. Wherever we're at, keeping the left foot grounded, let's reach those arms once again overhead. And slowly keeping those seated bones in the chair, start to fold over the legs, let everything be heavy. And again, if your leg is just across and the toes are on the floor, that's fine. We're feeling that stretch into the hip flexor, into the side of the leg. Take a deep breath here. And then as we exhale, let everything go. On the inhale, bring yourselves back up. Maybe we're just ragdolling up. Slowly bring yourselves back up. And then we'll release that right leg. Take a moment. Let's do that with the left side. So again, first variation, the left foot comes across and the toes can be on the floor on the right side of the right leg. Or we can bring it up onto the thigh, anywhere that feels appropriate, depending on your own flexibility this morning. Let's take another deep breath in, reach those arms overhead. And then as we exhale, start to fold forward, gently releasing. While we're here, let's bring in that focus, that idea that we are the pillar of light. Our vibration is rising. We are adapting and raising up this vibration as a whole of humanity. With this mini moon coming and bringing some interesting visitors, I'm going to say it's bringing this deeper connection to the divine. Let's take one last breath here. When you're ready, wherever that left leg is, let's gently release it as we come up and slowly release that leg. Take a moment, shake it out. Let's give ourselves, we'll do our eagle arms to stretch up the upper body and shoulders. I love it. It's one of my favorites. Bring that left arm up to shoulder height. Gently hug it across the chest with the right. You can start to gaze over the shoulder. So we're starting to feel that stretch into the shoulder. This is our first variation. Take that deep breath in. I am grateful. Let's bring in that attitude of gratitude. And then as we let it go, let's bring ourselves forward. We're gonna stack those elbows, let the back of the arms touch, maybe let those hands interlace, imagining someone's pulling the elbows away from us, feeling that beautiful stretch into the upper back and shoulders. And then exhale, gently unwind, shake it out. Let's do that on the other side. This time bringing that right arm up to shoulder height, hug it across the chest with the left. Start to gaze over the right shoulder. Deep breath in. As we exhale, maybe imagine there's a little more space. We can get that shoulder a little bit closer to us. Let's take one more breath here. And then coming back through center, let's stack the elbows. So the bottom elbow is under the top. Maybe the back of the arms touch. Maybe we can interlace the fingers, not super important. Get those elbows up to shoulder height. Imagine someone's pulling those arms away from you. So you're getting that beautiful stretch into the upper back. Another beautiful deep breath in. And then as we exhale, let's gently unwind. Perfect. Let's do one more here. Let's do a little bit of ab work. So sitting tall, we want to avoid falling back into the chair. And we're going to bring opposite leg up at a time. So we're keeping that torso strong. So we don't want to be falling back. So we're keeping that torso up strong. We're going to start to lift that right foot up as high as we can get it. The right knee is going to come up. Imagining maybe it can come towards our nose. We want to start to shake. Feel the leg shake, the torso shake, because we're keeping our core strong. There's not a lot, we're not doing a lot. All we're doing is taking a big step. And then while we're here, let's point the toes towards the floor. And then point the toes towards the shin. Do 2 more times, towards the floor. And then towards the shin. Last time here, towards the shore, keeping that strong core. And then away. And slowly bring that right foot down. Perfect. Still keeping that strong core. Belly button to spine. Let's take a big step with that left foot. And my shoe is now being stolen. Every day, my shoe is stolen. It's quite a process to watch. Let's sit up tall. Let's point those toes towards the floor. Keep that strong, active core. And then pointing the toe towards the shin. Then towards the floor. He's bounced away happy with my shoe. Every day is a good adventure, right? Let's do it one more time, pointing the toe towards the floor and then towards the shin. Keep that strong core and gently release towards the floor. Perfect. Well, let's close our eyes. Let's sit up tall. We're going to take this final moment to check in and notice, how is everything feeling? We've been doing some deep breathing. We started to add some positive statements. Let's bring back our I am grateful statement once again, seeing it come across our mind's eye. I am grateful for my connection to the divine. I am grateful for the abundance of love, prosperity, health, whatever it is. Let's see those words come across our mind's eye one more time, morning, afternoon, evening. And then as we exhale, we let them gently dissipate. Coming back, let's take a deep, full breath in and imagine we're breathing in this beautiful, divine morning light. The sun feels warm on my skin. You might be inside, you might be outside, wherever you're at. Just imagine you're bringing in this beautiful connection to nature with this next breath. And anything that is of not that highest energy to assist us in being that beautiful pillar of light, this beautiful, energetic being, we let it go. Intending that as we go through today, anytime we can remember, we bring back our gratitude statement, see it in our mind's eye, internally repeat it, and send that energy of gratitude. And thank you once again for joining me. As always, these are very quick sessions. I try to cover a little bit upper, a little bit of lower, intention and breath work, but we don't spend a lot of time doing it. If you want a full session, go to my website. I'll be putting up October classes right away, and I'd love to give you a full session. Have a beautiful Saturday, and until next time, have a wonderful day. Namaste. And please do like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date with all of my content. Have a great one. We'll see you later.